Patriots, we have breaking massive news. 2020 is being investigated and audited. Officially starts today. Breaking. Trump to revoke Chris Krebs' security clearance, orders DOJ investigation into role in stolen 2020 election. This afternoon, President Trump signed a presidential memorandum that instructs the Department of Justice and other aspects of his government to investigate Chris Krebs and his acts as the former director of the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency. Now, who is this Krebs guy, whatever his name? Here's a video of him right after the 2020 election doing a cross-country media tour bashing Trump.
It's completely and utterly surreal. None of these lies have been substantiated to any extent. Every single one of them has been debunked.
Chris Krebs was director of the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, charged with protecting the 2020 election. He called it the most secure election in American history, and days later was fired by President Trump.
How secure was the 2020 election?
Let me put it this way. It was the most litigated. It was the most scrutinized. It was the most audited. This election was put through the ringer from so many different directions. There's no evidence that any machine that I'm aware of has been manipulated by a foreign power. Period.
Communist money from China and Cuba used to influence the election.
Look, I think we can go on and on with all the farcical claims that alleging interference in the 2020 election, but the proof is in the ballots. The recounts are consistent with the initial count, and to me, that's further evidence, that's confirmation that the systems used in the 2020 election performed as expected, and the American people should have 100% confidence in their vote.
So now you know who he is. Trump fired him before Biden was installed, inaugurated, installed. On this show, we say installed. Trump fired him because he, started doing this media tour. So Trump revoked his clearances, called him a bad guy. And then from there, Trump launched a full audit and investigation of 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, I've heard this before many times, and I'm going to wrap it up with this. Vlad, move on. Vlad, forget about it. Stop looking to the past. No. Because of what happened in the past, 13 Marines were killed in a botched, embarrassing, humiliating Afghanistan withdrawal. Because of what happened, the border was open. Fentanyl came in and killed hundreds of thousands of American youth. How many other people suffered? Riley Gaines. That's because of what they did. The war in Ukraine, the war in Israel. That's all because of what they did. No, we will not forget. We will investigate. We will audit. And we will hold them accountable. Because let's say I took a life and I don't get caught for 40 years. No one's going to just slap me on the wrist and say, go on. No, I'm going to go to prison 40 years down the road. I could have changed my ways and become a better man, but I will still have to give an account once caught. I'm happy this is happening. Ladies and gentlemen, smash that thumbs up, subscribe. God bless you. See you soon.